All right, this is where we're going to put the EdgeRouter X in the middle between the two offices. One office they got is back that direction, and the main office is there. So this is to relay the pavilion building, which I can see both offices from here. So I'm going to put a router here, tie into the network that's actually here, and put them on a network of their own, so both offices are tied together. And the reason why we do that, instead of, they already got internet at the main office with a different provider, and I put internet in the second office, but they want QuickBooks to be able to work in both offices. And since the AP isolates all CPEs, there's no way for them to communicate to be able to use that software as a local network. So I'm going to put up their own network and tie the two offices together. So don't matter which office they're in, they're going to be on the exact same network, and the software will never know the difference. And tying it into the internet that I have here that's feeding this building will give them internet access at the same time. So let's get this installed, and somebody's supposed to be here this afternoon to open up the offices so I can actually test it. It should work because it's all going to be on one network. Alright, here we are with the box. Now I got to figure out exactly where I'm going to put the EdgeRouter X. May have to move some things around, but eventually these three PoEs are coming out, and I'm going to put a PoE switch in here so I can have only one plug-in that will feed that, and I think it's a 5 PoE switch, so I can actually have 2 more ports as well and have less clutter in here. This is just something that I actually had in stock at the time on hand to be able to get this done. So let's see what we can do about the EdgeRouter X. Alright, we got the other power strip in, we got the 2 PoEs, we got the EdgeRouter X up here, and now it's just tying one of these to here to feed the EdgeRouter X, and then the PoE on ETH4 will feed one of the radios I have to put up here, and another PoE, which is going to be this one, and feeds the other radio. That's why I'm going to have a PoE switch, so put one thing instead of multiple, and frees up a lot of power strips. Alright, got the PoE injector feeding the EdgeRouter X, and now we got to get one from the other side of the PoE, the LAN side, and come down and plug it into the switch down here to get internet to the EdgeRouter X. Then I can see if it actually comes online. It's all programmed. Alright, let's get this jumper here that will give the EdgeRouter X internet access, so they'll have a link between the offices with internet. So let's see if this box is getting really crowded in here. That's why I need to put devices in here that takes less room just to get everything done. But I may even change out the box, but I don't know. It's holding up pretty well. It's salt air. It's brutal on stuff. But let's get this thing plugged in, see if it actually comes online. I gotta put a jumper from this port up to this port, the LAN side of this PoE, because this PoE will feed the other radio. One radio that's coming in here, that's coming from one office, is going to be powered by one of the on the PoE port here on the EdgeRouter X, and the other one will be fed here. That's why I like to have a router that actually has PoE. It just takes out so much equipment, the PoE injectors. That'll be changed. But let's get this jumper made. And flying all over the place today. Oh, there he is. Let's get this jumper in there, and then I'll need, see, that's all the setup to tie into that network. Then I got to run 2 wires from here all the way down there, the whole length of the building, up to soffit, up to the access point. That's going to be a long run. Hopefully I got enough Ethernet wire. If not, we'll just have to come back and finish it. But we're going to do all we can. And plus we got to get to the office and get that receiver, the CPE there, and the other office CPE, and put the 2 air cubes. But can't go but so fast. But this is beautiful weather. It's windy and it's about 68 degrees, so it's not too bad here. Supposed to be reaching 70, and it's not but I think about 5 minutes till noon right now. So it's just going to get warmer. Tomorrow it's going to be in the 60s, but would be good. At least I go get me a good barbecue sandwich for lunch. Now I got my wire out. Run it all the way down. I got one. I got to get the ladder on the other side and go ahead and get that up at the access point tower. That way I can pull it back this way and actually leave extra here and cut it off and run another one. I didn't realize I had this much actually in the box. Got more than I thought, and there's still some in the box. All day long. But I just may have enough to make 2 runs. But I guarantee I'll be ordering another box when I get back to the studio. So let's get these 2 ran so I can actually put ends on them and fire them up. Well, I got the first one ran over there. Now it's gonna put the ends on it, get it up in the box, and then run the next one. Got the receiver and the transmitter mounted. This one here goes to the main office, which will be sending out to the main office. This one here will be sending to the second office they have out there. So let's go get the next wire ran, and when I get that one ran, I get up here and I'll plug both of these in. That way I can tell which one's actually online and know which wire is which, so I can mark them. Because both of them are orange, there's no way to tell. Plug one in. Since the router, EdgeRouter X, has internet, these should show up in the app. So I'll plug one in and wait and see which one it is, and I'll tag it. And then I can tag the other one and plug it in. So let's go back to the box and run that other wire. Got the 2 wires. You see them there hanging out. Got them 2 ran all the way down. Now it's time to go up and put ends on the wires up on the AP point. And plug in both of the radios, and then come down here and plug in one until it comes online to be able to mark it of which one it is. I'm just going to tag it same way I tag the CPEs. Just put it with these little tags. I think I got the tags in here. I don't know if I bought them or not. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I did. I just get one of these and put them on each wire and mark it with a permanent marker to know which one it is. So let's get up on the roof and put some ends on it. Getting the ends put on. Got one. Working on this one. Got a few service loops here in case I need it. And this is number 2. This is number 3. And I tell you, I love up here in the evening because the view is just unbelievable, especially when you see a nice sunset. Nice. I don't have nothing in my way of seeing a nice one. No trees at all from up here. But let's get this done, plug them in, then go down there, identify each one as number 2 or number 3. Tag them, plug them in, be sure they come online. Alright, we got these all plugged in. Now I have to come back and tag the wires itself. Let's see if I can get that done before I leave. Because now all I got to do is go down there, identify one to figure out which one it is and tag them both, then come back up here and tag each wire. Because these I didn't tag it with numbers, I just tag it with different ones, yellow and green. And this one I tagged it white. But even if they get beaten up by the sun over the summer, I can always put my meter on it and test the line. Look at that. Sun is almost gone. Look at that. Yes, sir. Beautiful. The camera does not do any justice for what I can actually see. Alright, we plugged in one here and it came up to be number 2. So I got the tag on it now. I got to clip it and put it back up in there. Yeah, lights everywhere is coming on now. Yeah, lights everywhere. Let's see if we got some lights up here. Yeah, we got lights on that one. We got lights on that one. All right, let's tag the wires. All right, this is number 3. Trace the wire down. Got the tag on it and got the writing actually on the bottom to keep it out of moisture as much as possible, out of direct sunlight. Same down here. I don't know how good these hold up, but I had these during the summer and they're still flexible. They're not brittle. I can't remember if they said they were UV rating or not, but if they're not, they're actually real good because they are very flexible. And they've been up here all summer, basically. At least half of the summer, the hottest part, July. Let's see, August. Yeah, they were up here sometime in July, at least I know of. So July, August, the hottest part. And there's no shade during the summer, so they're holding up pretty good. So let's get down and put the ladder up. And I'm going to check and see about a coffee shop. I don't know if they're still open or not. It's a new one that I keep going by and just never stop in there. Well, got it all in there. Everything's working. I got it connected. This box needs to be bigger, or everything needs to be reduced, which, like I said, these PoEs are going to be eliminated to the point where it'd be nothing but a PoE switch. And then that would eliminate not only these three here, because the PoE switch will give power to them, and one port will take the internet in, send them all three, instead of this switch that's back here. Non-PoE is just a switch. So it will eliminate that and them three with one component in there that would do all of that. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4 outlets I won't need. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be gone. So I will need one for PoE switch, and I will need these two because it's going to be a separate network itself. Actually, I can eliminate one of them because the EdgeRouter X is going through this switch to get internet. So the PoE switch can not only just give this internet, it can actually power it as well. Have to see how many watts the PoE switch can actually put out. If I can feed this and the M2 off of port number 4. If it's enough wattage, then it'll eliminate one of these PoEs. So I'll need PoE for that second radio, and that's it. That's all I will need in here. That'll reduce a lot of clutter. But that's it for the day. Everything's online. So we're going to call it a day on this one. No more sunset, but still beautiful. All right, let's go tag them wires up on the roof. And I think I'm going to call it a day. I still got the office. Both of them I got to set up to receive internet from these local M2s that I just put up here off of this router. And that'll be tomorrow. And plus I got to install and possibly getting another one tomorrow as well. Somebody gave me a number to contact the person because they said they wanted it as well. So I may do 2. So I'm going to try to finish these offices first. And that one install I've already confirmed is at noon tomorrow. So I get that one done. And then contact the other person and see if I can set it up for the next day. Because I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do all that in one day. So thanks for watching, commenting, sharing, liking. And if you really like the content on this page, since it's now dedicated to 100% nothing but WISP internet, hit that subscribe down there so you won't miss any of the future uploads or live shows I have. Have a nice day.